Hey Homo sapiens, it's me, Marbatian. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Christmas look in my collab with Tiarna Ellen. And we're gonna go straight into the tutorial because my battery is running low. So Marbites, we're going to start out by putting our foundation on, and as you can see I'm putting on loads of tiny little spots all over my face with that foundation, and I'm not squeezing too much foundation out. Just to let you know, I'm using exactly what I placed on the tip of the packaging so that, you know, I can create an even layer all over my face. Using a beauty sponge, I'm just going to marinate that into my skin, and I did actually work kind of like maybe 8-9 minutes on my base, as you can see, and before I went on to my concealer. Now the foundation that I chose to wear is from Primark, and I can't believe that it matches my skin tone to a T, just like the concealer does. It matches my skin tone to a T. Primark, I love ya. Anyway, as you can see, I'm using a damp beauty sponge, and I'm just going over that concealer around the edges before I go into the middle. Now I'm leaving the middle parts as last because I want that to marinate and synchronize with my tired ass bags on my face, and then I'm just going to move on. But yeah, we're just going to keep blending onto our noses and into our cheeks and into our jaw, not jawline, your fulcrum, the bit underneath your nose, and then we're going to move on. Yeah, so we've done that, and we're going to do our nose, highlight our nose a little bit, and then we're going to do our forehead. I do not think I'm going to do my chin in this video because why am I going to do my chin in this video? Anyway, I feel like I look young enough, so I don't need to look even more young. But yeah, we're just going to place that concealer all over and do the same technique as we did on our under eyes, but not for the nose. We're going to do that for our forehead, and we're just going to keep marinating that into our forehead until it looks seamless, like a real good blend. So first I use the pointy part of the brush, and then I am going to use the flat brush. I just said brush, I just clocked myself. But then we're going to use the flat part of the sponge to marinate and everything. So going in with the darker shade for our contour, and being as dark as I am, I did not think that this concealer would be dark enough for me, because I have tried many concealers from many high-end makeup brands, and their concealers have never been dark enough for me, or they have been way too dark for me to actually use and have a natural look. So yeah, I'm really surprised that Primark are able to create a formula that is adhering to my skin tone. I just feel like Primark have done such an amazing job in creating formulas for darker skin tones, and I'm not too sure how they work for lighter skin tones, but for my skin tone, and you know, adding warmth or whatnot, I will give them a thumbs up, because like I don't look ashy, like I don't look, using their makeup, I don't feel like I'm wearing anything less than a really good high-end makeup. And people might be watching this video who live in the UK and be like, oh my gosh, you're wearing Primark makeup. Yeah, but no, it's actually good. Anyway, we're going on to baking, and we're going to bake for a hot minute now. And as you can see, what I'm using is the Makeup Revolution banana powder, and I'm just carving out my cheeks, and I'm just baking every part on my face that I've highlighted before I brush it off. And then I am going to set my face with my tanning spray. Now, my tanning spray is basically, it tans your skin gradually. However, if you don't use it on a daily basis, it also gives you this nice sheen and luster to your skin. Anyway, moving on to my eyebrows, just going in to fill in my eyebrows with a dark brown pencil, and I can't remember where I got this pencil from, but as you can see, I use it a lot because it's tiny. Brushing that pencil into my brows. I'm then going to go in using, I think, a NYX black pomade, and then I'm just going to concentrate that in the middle part of my brow, and then, you know, create the wing or the tail, and then use the leftover to fill in the front, but not too much. We're going to make it be a gradation, but not too much of a gradation. So completely happy with my brows. I'm now going to, I don't want to say carve them out because they're not messy. Like, I didn't apply the product on my brows messily. However, doing this step for me makes my brows stand out a lot more rather than if I didn't do them. Like, not doing this step makes my brows look natural, and today I don't actually want my brows to look natural, so I'm carving them out with a lighter concealer, and then this is also going to act as my base for my shadows. So I'm using my discount card for a pub that I locally go to, and I am just, you know, creating a wing with that because I also want to keep where the line where it's underneath the line where you can see, I want that to be clean so that I can place my holly leaf. So using this red, I'm just going to place that all over my eyelid, and I'm just going to leave some space to put some shimmery red on, but I'm just building up that color because I feel like I need to build up this color because I haven't used a light enough base underneath for it to be opaque. And yes, I am using the James Charles palette, and you've probably heard me say this a lot throughout the series. Anyway, going through with a shimmery red, and this is the only two shadows that I'll be using in this tutorial. I'm just using a pencil brush to, you know, create a nice glistening look using going in from my outer corner into the middles, and that's that. I'm not doing a cut crease, I'm not doing anything, I'm just creating a little red blend that will act as if it's the cherry or the berries of the holly leaf. Anyway, going in to create my holly leaf, I'm just using a really thin why can't I get my words out? Thin face painting brush to create that. And to create this foundation color, I used a foundation mixer, and then I mixed in some eyeshadows to create the green, the pale green, and that is going to act as my base because once I've created the shape, I am going to go into using two greens from the James Charles palette, and one of them I think is Guac, which, wow, I'm learning the names now. And I'm just going to create some depth into it before we go in with some eyeliner to create, you know, the definition or the stem leaf veinage niche of the leaf. Yeah. Does that even make sense? I don't know. So going on to create the ribbon, I'm just using some concealer just to, you know, place that in place and make sure that it looks ribbon like. And I'm not going to be recording too much of this ribbon because I did do it a lot off camera, as you can see, but I'm placing some red eyeshadow, the same eyeshadow that I used on my eyes, just because I want it to be a bit more cohesive to the look rather than just being a random yellow ribbon on my eye, because I didn't want to do yellow, I just wanted to do red. But I do create some definition that you're going to see later on, and you probably saw already. Going in with some sparkly gold from the palette, and I'm using that as my highlight for my eyes. And highlight on the eyes is really nice on your inner corners, and you can do this with any look. Like, even if you're just, you know, having a simple look, you can do this. Going on to dust a little bit of eyeshadow underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to create some freckles using the concealer that I used to use as my contour. And then we are going to only place lip gloss on my lips, because I feel like using lip gloss on my lips was relevant to this look. It didn't need we didn't need a bold lip. Oh, pardon me. Anyway, so I'm just going to place some highlighter onto my face using a sponge. No, I'm not using a sponge today. I'm using the brush. See, clearly, I don't pay attention to my videos when I'm editing. I just record over them thinking that I know exactly what I did, because this is pre-recorded. But anyway, I'm putting some lip gloss on, and this is the end of the look, and you're going to go and see my outro now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. This is obviously a holly inspired with a little ribbon there, and I put some freckles on because I like freckles and I wanted to look like my mom for Christmas. Anyway, so yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to this channel. It would mean so much to me, and I can't wait to see you guys in the new year, because I don't know if I'm going to do any more videos after I've done these Christmas looks, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay? Alright, ciao for now, Homo sapiens. Bye. Rogue Marby Scott.